Welcome back to our weekly update. I'm Charlotte McLeod with investingnews.com, and we're going to run through a few of the week's biggest stories in the mining industry. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and of course, leave us a comment below. Let's get into it. Precious metals had yet another record-setting week, with the gold price rocketing past $4,900 per ounce to reach a fresh all-time high near $5,000. Not to be outdone, silver broke through $100 per ounce, crossing into triple-digit territory. These price moves came on the back of high global geopolitical tensions, which have been intensified by factors such as US President Donald Trump's comments about Greenland. Last weekend, Trump said he would place tariffs on Denmark and 7 other European countries until a deal was reached for the US to buy Greenland. The statement raised hackles in Europe, and Trump ultimately removed the tariff threat and said the US will not use force to take control of Greenland. However, the president also said he's reached a deal framework with NATO regarding its future. This situation is still developing, providing support for gold and silver and raising questions about how high they can go. At this point, none of the experts I've been speaking with are calling for an end to the precious metals bull run. That said, I'm starting to see a focus on cheaper areas to rotate into, and the oil and gas sector is definitely emerging as a place to watch. For example, Steve Penny of silverchartist.com said he's beginning to take starter positions in large oil and gas companies. Here's what he said about his strategy.
So what I'm doing, this is kind of a long-winded answer, is I'm getting starter positions, and I'm hoping it goes down more so that I can buy more aggressively. And what I like about these companies is they pay big, fat, stable dividends, and I like that as an income investor. Kind of cycle some of these big profits we've made in speculating in silver and uranium and platinum and all these things into just kind of more boring dividend stocks that just pay you a fat paycheck every quarter, kind of allow you to sleep well at night. So I'm looking forward to that next phase. I think that's probably the next big bull market. Not sure when it starts, but with that dividend, hey, I'm content to just get paid to wait.
Steve Barton of In It to Win It made a similar comment, saying that he's looking to move some money from gold and silver into gold and silver stocks, as well as oil.
We've run gold all the way up. We also got into silver around the same time when silver was down here around 20, 25 bucks. And we've had this massive move here. So we know that gold and silver are literally hitting all-time highs right now. And you asked me what is cheap, and I think we're at one of those little inflection points now, Charlotte, where we can rotate just like we did before. We rotated out of the S&P 500, went into cash, got oil. Rotated out of oil, got into uranium. Rotated out of uranium, got into precious metals. And now I see another moment where it's time to be in oil again, and we can rotate out of some of these precious metals, not all of them. I think we still have some room to run. But look at how depressed oil is on this chart compared to some of these other equities, right? Or some of these other commodities.
Steve Penny and Steve Barton are both technical analysts and may be quicker to move from sector to sector than the average person. However, it's worth noting that back in November, when I last spoke with Rick Rule of Rule Investment Media, he mentioned how he had sold 25% of his junior gold stocks and used part of the proceeds to buy oil companies. I'll leave the links to all of those interviews in the video description so you can check them out. I'm also curious about your strategy right now. Let us know in the comments if you're rotating any precious metals profits into other sectors. I'm keeping this update shorter than usual, but it's for a good reason. I'm getting ready for the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference, which runs from January 25th to 26th. This is a local event for the investingnews.com team, and I'm excited to attend. I'll be interviewing experts like Rick Rule, Adrian Day, Lobo Tigre, Andy Scheckman, Don Durrett, and more. If you have questions for any of those people or topics you'd like to see discussed, drop a comment below and I'll do my best to bring them up. I'd love to meet you if you're attending the show, so make sure you say hello. You'll also be able to catch me on Monday at 2:20 p.m. in Workshop 5. I'll be moderating a small cap uranium outlook panel with participants Fabi Lara and Nick Hodge.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave us a comment below.